tribute to Roy Orbison with Pretty Woman, let's now explore another remarkable hit that became the soundtrack of Pretty Woman. An emotional journey that goes beyond the melodies, echoing in hearts for decades. They were about to embark on a tour in Belgium, all set for a series of concerts. Before that, a press conference was scheduled to announce the shows. However, the day before, something abruptly changed. The pursuit of success was about to be interrupted by a pivotal moment, turning into a story of courage and resilience in the face of adversity. This is the case of the band Roxette. On May 30th, 1958, Marie Fredriksson came into the world in a small town in the province of Scania, Sweden. She was the youngest of 5 siblings, including Annalisa, Labright, Tina, and Armin Fredrik. Her life was marked by difficult challenges, especially in 1965, at the age of 7, when a tragedy shook the family. Her older sister, Annalisa, passed away in a car accident at the age of 20 while on her way to buy a dress for her engagement. Apart from the loss of her sister, Marie faced bullying at school but found refuge in music. Moreover, her older siblings were also singers, and it was through them that Marie began to exercise her voice and learn to play various instruments. It all began when she was 17 and enrolled in the music school in her region. Her vocal talent and composing ability were evident from the start. Surprisingly young, she composed a musical piece that was showcased in various Swedish cities, receiving highly favorable reviews that predicted a bright future in music. Marie gained even more recognition by joining the band True, known for its punk rock style. Despite persistence, achieving success was a challenge. The band released a single in 1981, but soon unfavorable circumstances led to its dissolution shortly after its formation. Then came a new opportunity with the second band, Mama's Barn, which gained prominence by recording an album for CBS. However, despite their efforts, sales were almost non-existent, leading to the rapid end of the band in May 1984. Marie began her solo career by releasing her first song as a solo artist in the market. Soon after, her debut album was released, receiving great reviews. This encouraged Marie to work diligently on her second solo album, which was released in early 1986, also in Sweden. In this same music scene, another musician and songwriter were garnering significant attention. Born on January 2, 1959, in Halmstad, he was already standing out as a songwriter for successful songs for other groups. In 1986, opportunities arose for both of them. The record label suggested they join forces, and thus emerged the acclaimed band, What's. Initially hesitant about the collaboration, she eventually agreed. In the same year, they recorded their first song together, titled Never Range Love, which would be included in their first album. Thus, under the name What's, the track sold about 300,000 copies in Sweden, but it went almost unnoticed abroad due to a lack of promotion. The band's name was chosen from a homonymous 1974 song by the British band Data Feelgood, one of Progressly's favorites. International success finally arrived with the album's release on October 21, 1988. A blend of pop that topped the Swedish charts, featuring standout songs like Dressed for Success, Listen to Your Heart, and Danger. This is where luck meets competence. Despite success in Sweden, the album initially seemed to lack international traction. Everything changed thanks to a significant coincidence involving an American exchange student in Sweden. This young man, named Dan Cushman, heard the song The Look on Swedish radios and was captivated, purchasing the album and taking it back to the United States. Upon returning home, he handed a copy of the album to the studios of the WB 101.3 FM radio in Minneapolis, which started playing the music. The success was immediate, requested dozens of times a day. Gradually, the frenzy spread from one radio station to another, triggering Roxette's success in the United States and eventually worldwide. The members of the duo knew about this. They met Dean Cushman, the American student, on several occasions. This event became known as the Look Miracle, becoming a total success in 1989, being Roxette's first #1 in the United States and the first song by a Scandinavian artist to achieve that position. Due to their immense popularity in the USA, EMI invited them to contribute a song to the soundtrack of a movie starring the legendary actor Richard Gere and the almost unknown actress Julia Roberts. The songwriter revealed that he already had a beautiful ballad ready since 1987, originally a Christmas song, with a piano and a captivating melody that would perfectly fit Marie's voice. Although this song had initially been commissioned by a record label in Germany to launch them in that market, the executives did not approve, resulting in its non-release at that time. However, the song was loved by EMI representatives, and when the movie Pretty Woman was released in 1990, it not only became a worldwide success due to the incredible chemistry of the actors couple and the engaging plot, but also for its soundtrack, which became one of the most memorable in cinema history. Roxette's success seemed unstoppable. On March 28, 1991, they released their third album, which also achieved great success. The title track reached the top of the charts in the USA and in about 20 countries. Over time, the album sold more than 12 million copies, becoming one of the most iconic albums of the 90s and entering the list of the 100 best-selling albums in history. Joyride, which also gave its name to the album, was awarded by MTV as the Best Music Video of the Year, while other songs from the album were also successful. This early decade marked a period of record sales for Roxette, consolidating their position as one of the most successful and iconic bands of the time. In just 3 years of international success, they had already sold 30 million records, achieved 4 times #1 on the Billboard chart, and toured the world with their concerts. In Brazil, Roxette performed their first shows as part of the world tours in 1992 and 1995. They returned in 1999 for appearances on radio and TV shows and also in the years 2011 and 2012. From the start, intense rumors circulated about romance between Roxette's members, but both always denied any involvement beyond a professional and friendly relationship. The song, How Do You Do, exploded on the world charts in 1992. Also in 1992, they released the fourth album, featuring live tracks recorded during their first world tour, which spanned 4 continents. Performing 107 shows and captivating an audience of more than 1,700,000 people. The following year, in 1993, the song Almost Unreal was released, included in the soundtrack of the movie Super Mario Bros. Despite the film's lackluster performance at the box office, the song received an excellent reception and secured prominent positions in the British music charts. On April 29, 1993, Marie's first daughter was born. She declared that her relationship with Michael in the 90s was crucial for her recovery from alcohol abuse and depression, stating that perhaps the future of Roxette with her might not have existed or maintained its growing success. In a landmark moment, they filmed a special for MTV in Stockholm, becoming one of the first non-Anglo-Saxon bands to record for the prestigious television network. In 1994, they released the fifth album, Crash, Boom, Bang, where they radically changed their style with rougher, rock-oriented, and psychedelic songs. The most well-received song from this album was Sleeping in My Car. They got married on May 21, 1994, in an intimate ceremony, surprising by not inviting only their closest relatives but also leaving the bandmate and his wife out, which left them surprised and disappointed. Marie explained that she wanted the ceremony to be private. In 1996, they released the album Baladas en Español, which included 12 songs. The album was one of Roxette's greatest successes, selling over 1 million copies and receiving platinum discs in various Spanish-speaking countries. Marie was widely praised for her impeccable Spanish pronunciation. However, in 2001, something happened that would change the band's destiny and the lives of its members. During a show, Marie had an epileptic seizure. After a series of tests, the doctor approached her with X-rays in hand and pointed to a specific area in her brain. With impactful words, he revealed the presence of a tumor in her head. This chilling phrase completely changed her destiny, turning her future into something uncertain. The press quickly echoed the news. Journalists gathered in front of her house in search of more information about her condition. While she was in the hospital, she was surrounded by doctors and specialists. The doctors stated that her chances of survival were only 25%. It was an extremely difficult time. The press not only reported on her condition but also on her past success and history with alcohol consumption. In an international interview in 2013, Marie revealed that the illness forced her to relearn how to speak and sing. It was a painful experience. She was so afraid and didn't know what might happen. Internally, she kept repeating to herself, "It's still not my time to go," even when the prognoses weren't optimistic. In 2002, more bad news haunted Marie when she fainted at home. Already diagnosed with a brain tumor, she underwent surgeries and aggressive treatments that resulted in the loss of vision, hearing, and mobility. Despite the severe consequences, Marie persisted, continuing to work and release albums. On February 8, 2016, she performed her last show, celebrating the band's and the album Karma's 30 years. In the final performances, she was seen sitting and supported by a cane. In the same year of 2016, the illness returned, and she had to withdraw from the artistic scene. To receive more inspiring stories, remarkable music, and exclusive content about the artists who made history, subscribe to our channel. Join us in celebrating music and the incredible journeys of the artists who left an unforgettable legacy. Don't miss the chance to be moved by stories that transcend generations. Subscribe now and become part of this community that celebrates music and its extraordinary tales.